Hi, welcome back to the Weekender Show. We've got Elliot from Bear Pit TV, Stoke City, and Michael Greco from the Carefree podcast, Chelsea. And what I wanted to ask you guys now is let's get into the predictions. 8th versus 9th.
Yes.
It sounds crazy saying this. Stoke City versus Southampton. Big game, so evenly matched. Both teams got excellent players. Stoke, I mean, I remember Stoke, Rory Dillap running up.
Of course you remember.
Yeah. You know, the rugby balls and all that being, you know, all these, what Cesc Fabregas said. It's a different Stoke now, isn't it?
Yeah, we've completely changed. We've got, Hughes has come in, he's brought some flair players, and, you know, they're just making changes. We're making wholesale changes from front to back. And I can't wait for this summer myself, because no matter whether we finish in Europe this season or not, next year is going to be the one when we have a chance to make even more changes and fill in the gaps, the places where we are a bit weaker. And hopefully, you know, this season we've had Shawcross out for so long, and that's been our defence a bit knackered. At the start of the season, Jack Butland on fire because our defence was so bad, it gave him a chance to shine. But we've got this attack, this strike force now. We've got Bojan, Arnautovic, Shaqiri. Afellai's been amazing as well. Mbula recently, 18 million from Porto. Stoke signing someone from Porto in the Champions League for 18 million.
Mental, is it? I mean, Michael, you guys played them last week. It was a draw. I know you rested a few players.
We should have lost. We should have lost.
They were all over you, really. And
Yeah.
like Elliot just said, they signed Mbula. They made, in the January transfer window, Stoke City made the most expensive signing. Is that the reason why the Premier League is different this year and Chelsea have been struggling?
You know,
because all the other teams are better?
When people say the Premier League is the best league in the world, it's not because they've got the best teams, i.e. Barcelona and Real Madrid. It's because on any given day, look at this season, any given day, any team can win. So it's not just the German league, you've got Bayern Munich and Dortmund, mainly Bayern Munich, right? French league, you've got PSG dominating. Spanish league, you've got Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. But this year, or previous years, you've got 4 or 5 teams that can win the league. But it goes down to the top 10 teams. Any given day, any team can win the league, can win a game, other than Aston Villa this year. They've just been absolutely dreadful, you know. But other than that, I think that's why the Premier League is the best league in the world, because it just gives you entertaining football. And Stoke, it's no surprise to me. Stoke, they did well last year, and they've been playing great football. They really impressed me when they beat Man City and they beat Man United. I thought this is a really, really good team. And you know, you say Stoke are 8th and Southampton are 9th. That doesn't surprise me at all. Southampton did well last year as well.
Smashed us as well this year.
Yeah, so you know.
What's your prediction? Give us your prediction on that game.
I think Stoke will win. I think it will be a 2-0 Stoke.
2-0 Stoke?
Michael's a bit more positive than me. I've just gone 1-0. There's not usually many goals between our games.
Yep. Yeah. 1-0. I'm going to go for a draw, actually. Southampton, decent team. I know it's at Stoke, but I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1. What do you guys think? Leave your predictions below. Let us know what you think the score is going to be in that game. Stoke City versus Southampton. Now we move on to the FA Cup. It's a bit weird this weekend because you've got Premier. I don't like that, where you've got Premier League games mixed up with FA Cup games. For us, for instance, Arsenal, we'll be having one eye on what, you know, Leicester are going to do and what Spurs are going to do, because they're not in the FA Cup. But there are FA Cup games. Big competition now all of a sudden for Chelsea after what happened the other night. First of all, what happened the other night? PSG, you were in a good position to, you know, go fourth in the Champions League, and now you're out of the Champions League, and it's not looking like you're going to get Champions League football.
No, we're not going to get Champions League football.
It's a strange season for Chelsea.
It's virtually impossible. First and foremost, when the draw came out, Chelsea did well to win our group, right? And you're thinking, right, we're going to get a weak side. We get the strongest second team side, PSG. Out of all the other teams, the one team we didn't want was PSG, because no one wanted to play them. So we get PSG. We do pretty well at PSG. Still think 2-1 is not a bad result to bring to the bridge. But I was there last night, and it was so tense. And when they got that first goal and Costa got the equaliser, I just said to my friend, I said, look, if PSG score another goal, it's all over. We had a couple of good chances just before they got a second goal, and the big turning point for me before they got their goal as well was the fact that Costa got taken off, because Silva and Luis couldn't handle him. He was a real menace all night.
Well. It's a great goal as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was really up for it. It was a great finish. William was all over the park again as well. Hazard, again for me, was a big disappointment. Pedro was fighting. Everyone was there, and as soon as that second goal went in, all the singing around me stopped. Everyone knew that 3 goals was impossible. It was almost as that's it. It's done, and there was just no more passion there. And the game is done. 65 minutes.
On that fight and passion thing, what has happened to Eden Hazard? Last year, Player of the Year.
Yeah.
The year before, was it the year before he nearly won it the year before? He's been on fire.
Yeah.
He's just down tools, hasn't he?
And now he's swapping shirts at half time as well.
Swapping shirts
I couldn't believe that, because at half time, players go in, you look at your phone and you speak to your mate about the game, blah, blah, blah. And then I went home and watched the highlights, and then they were going on about him swapping shirts, which I didn't see as he was walking off. It's disgusting. Any adjective you can describe to anybody about just being in disgust about this person is the worst thing he could have done, was to swap his shirts literally near the halfway line as he's walking off with Di Maria. Almost just to say, here, I'll take my shirt, mate, I'll come and join you next year. It's bang out of order, because firstly, he hasn't earned that. Secondly, it's disrespectful. If you're going to do it in the tunnel where people don't see you. But you've played so bad this season. You've gone from the best player in the Premiership last season to being dreadful. And I really think this guy has had his head turned by PSG or Real Madrid all season, and he hasn't stepped up to the mark. He's been lacking confidence. He had 2 big shots last night, and on another year he would have scored them, but they were powder puff shots. He just hasn't got the confidence. And I saw an interview.
Why? What has happened?
I think his head's been turned. I think he's a very arrogant guy from Belgium, and I saw an interview a few years ago when Sky Sports were interviewing him and going, "Oh, Eden, can you tell us about the game coming up in Belgium?" And he's like, "No, French only, no English, no English." It was very disrespectful. I was like, the guy doesn't obviously speak French, so can you, just help him out here? Because you do speak English, so, and I just didn't like him as a person, and now I see it. Like last night, he was like this, now I'm off. He's all about, I'm off, I'm done. He did all that before when Jose Mourinho was around. He just didn't want to know. And I just think he's just very unprofessional. Do you want to just cash in on him? I think cash in on him. Yeah, I really do think. Get 50, 60 million for him and just go, Eden, because your heart's not in it. You've been swayed by Zinedine Zidane or by PSG, and you're going to go. So you might as well just go, mate. We'll get someone else in. We'll spend the money wisely and just move on.
Okay, after your rant now.
I'm sorry.
I had to let you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Off your chest. But it's a tough game against Everton.
Yeah.
FA Cup, still a chance of Silverware. What's your prediction?
I don't think we're going to win, and I very rarely.
You've got a decent record at Everton. You normally go in and do
all
right.
Everton recently, they've been doing us over. We were lucky to draw against them pre-season. We lost 3-1 there earlier. I could see Everton winning that 2-1, 3-1.
2-1?
Yeah.
Elliot?
It stinks of a replay for me. Stinks of it, reeks of it, yeah. So I've gone for 2-2.
2-2. I think Chelsea will win this.
Really?
I do.
Without Costa, without
Everton's, without Costa. But Everton's defence at the moment, it's all over the place. I don't know. Although Stones will probably try and put a man of the match performance in just
for all those who love a bet. Surely the bet is both teams to score, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
surely.
I'm going to go for Chelsea winning it 2-1.
Okay.
Willian, you got Willian. He'll step up. Final game we're going to talk about is after that game in Hull the other day, the replay. Arsenal got through to that. They're at home against Watford. Not going to be easy. Watford will bring like 9,000 fans. It's a local derby. Big chance for Watford to get to Wembley, because remember, whoever wins this now is into Wembley, into semi-finals. What are you guys thinking of? Elliot, first of all with you, Arsenal versus Watford.
I think it's going to be a simple run-of-the-mill game for Arsenal. I can't see it going any other way than an easy Arsenal win. Even though they may... The other difficult thing is, are Arsenal going to rest for Barcelona, thinking that they've got a chance, or play a strong rest in Barcelona?
You know what, that's a great thing, what you said there. That is what I can't decide. Arsenal have got to go for it against Barcelona. If you go over there with a weakened team, you could get humiliated. But I'm even thinking even further than that, because they have a 12:45 kickoff game against Everton. Premier League helping us out again, right? Straight after that Barcelona game. So I'm thinking to myself, is it worth going for a strong team against Barcelona and risking injuries? I think that I really don't know what team's going to play it in the FA Cup, and I don't know.
I think you go weaker for Barcelona. There's not a chance in hell that you're getting through that game at the Nou Camp.
I don't think you can go weak. I don't think you can. For all those Arsenal fans who are going to spend a fortune going over there, they want to see their team try and win the game, right? So you can't send a reserve team. You can't send a weakened side. If there's that 1%, I'm not saying Arsenal have got a chance, but if there's that 1% chance that Arsenal have, you've got to field your strong side. Surely.
And you know what? Funny enough, right? There's been last couple of seasons where Arsenal have nearly pulled off those impossible. They nearly pulled it off against Bayern Munich before. Nearly pulled it off against Monaco. Did pull it off against Olympiacos, but obviously it's Barcelona at the Nou Camp. It's a different kettle of fish.
They've not lost in 36 games. It'll be 37 by then when they dismiss whoever in the league at this weekend. It's just, they're that good now. Are they better than Guardiola's team at the minute? For the old Barca.
Okay, listen, I'm fed up hearing about Barcelona. It's just giving me nightmares. So you're going for a standard Arsenal win?
3-0 Arsenal win.
3-0 to Arsenal, wow.
I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a closer game than that. I really do. I think I'm not sure what Arsenal team's going to play, but I'm going to go 2-1. We're at home. I do fancy us to get through that game against Watford, so I'll go 2-1. So that's my predictions on it, and you've heard the guys. What do you think? Leave your predictions for all 3 games, all right? In the comments below. We got a prize, guys. Is this some sort of no prize? I thought we were going to give away some sort of prize to people who got all the predictions right. No?
Maybe.
No, they're getting a bit... You know what? I'm going to throw in something. I'll throw in something for someone who gets all of the predictions right for the 3 games that we've discussed today. If you get those right, we'll put together something.
A dinner date with you or something, yeah?
Well, I don't know about that. You're the
Chicken
heartthrob,
Nando's.
You're the heartthrob.
I'm not giving the offer, mate. I'm not giving the offer.
Listen, thanks to you, Michael. Thanks for coming along. Don't forget... tell them about your podcast.
Yeah, the Carefree Chelsea podcast. We've just interviewed quite a few good players. We're going to interview John Terry next week. And it's going well, yeah.
Brilliant.
So download it, and if you love Chelsea and love hearing the ex-players and the recent players and hear all about Chelsea, then yeah.
And you're doing a lot of stuff back on TV as well now, right?
Yeah, I'm doing. I've got a couple of films lined up and a TV show, so it's going very well.
Look out for that, guys. And Elliot, when you on TV next?
Oh, I don't know about TV.
Bear Pit TV, I'm talking.
I'm on the Bear Pit TV a couple of times. Southampton this weekend, and then the away trip to Watford, big away day video. Okay. So yeah, if anyone wants to see any more Stoke City content, go across to the Bear Pit TV.
Make sure you check them out, guys, and you can check me out on Arsenal Fan TV. Thanks for watching the Weekender Show. We'll be back next weekend.